The Pedagogical Narrative. The narrative in teaching and learning, building knowledge of the teaching practice. The narrative comprises three main areas: the cognitive, the affective, and the action. Through narrative, teachers regain authority over their own practice. They become authors. The narrative deals with facts, ideas, theories, dreams, fears from the perspective of the subject who narrates and within his or her context: emotional, social, historical, political, or economic. Narrating is a social act that involves conflicts, power relations, fears, knowledge, and identities. When narrating, not only the past is signified in the present, but something new is also being built. That is a way of conceptualizing teaching practice. The narrative allows to review the teaching process itself, return to your own practice, question what has been done, look for the why and what for, to reflect upon and re-signify the practice, to enable the interpretation of your own or public pedagogical actions, since it is also a metacognitive process, and to reveal a battlefield between the past and the future. The school biography. It is a story that refers to a learning acquired in the passage of schooling, knowledge of behavior, how to learn, how to study, how to teach. They are not simple descriptions of lived situations, but stories created, interpreted, in which the subject reconstructs and rethinks him or herself with current images. The class log. It is a teacher's personal and autobiographical document, which includes opinions, feelings, interpretations, or reflections on pedagogical practices in class. It is a device for the construction of teaching professional knowledge. Here we have a scheme that represents the cyclical process of pedagogy as an educational practice, which is carried out among teachers, students, knowledge, context. In order to achieve a pedagogical practice, I have to make an observation of my educational practices, an internal observation of how I conceptualize my pedagogical process, how I deliver the classes, how I am designing the lesson plan, which resources I am using, why and how I am using such resources. All that observation that I carry out is what is understood as pedagogical praxis. An internal reflection that I carry out, but in order to take it to the action, which is properly the teaching practice. However, that action and that practice do not happen automatically. They imply a transformation or an emancipation, a liberation once that I have reflected, because I have observed in a critical and reflective way my pedagogical process. And here is where rational and emotional issues merge to arrive at the reality that we have, and we go back to the pedagogical process and restart the cycle again. because pedagogical praxis consists in the fact that I am always reflecting on my own practice in a specific context with different conditions each time. Now is about time to start reflecting upon your own pedagogical praxis.